Kevin Keegan branded his players as cowards for not wanting to take that penalty.
Go into the fixture without Chris Armstrong, who starts a 2-match suspension, and Ricky Newman, who has an ankle injury. Bobby Barry and George Ndar are the replacements in a side which has recently seen the full return to form of John Salako after all his problems with knee operations. And he's 26 years old today. Coventry arrive without Roy Wegerle. Again, knee problems, but Jones and Dublin, their important skipper, is fit, and Kobe Jones gets a starting role. And there is always Peter Unlove, who before the match received his January Goal of the Month award, and it was presented to him by the Crystal Palace manager, Alan Smith. It wasn't raining then, it's certainly raining now. The pitch is going to be very soft. Frankly, it's a pretty miserable afternoon in South London. So much on the match for both sides. So tight at the bottom, 4 points covering 12th down to 20th, and then the two adrift below them, Ipswich and Leicester. Gives an indication of just how unpleasant it is. Good header, and only just wide from Sean Flynn. Watched the ball in this very difficult wind extremely well. It dropped a little shorter than was anticipated by the defender, and it was a good header. And Salako stayed onside. Ndar, Darry in the middle. Southgate to rescue. Ndar lets him get the cross in. Shouldn't have been allowed to do. That's useful. Kobe Jones. Nobody up to help. He's on his own. And the referee points to the corner. Chris Coleman got back to win the ball. Had to be precise, otherwise that was a penalty. There was nothing else on for Kobe Jones other than to go on his own. The angle was working against him. The ball was well won by Coleman. It's a big week for Alan Smith and Crystal Palace. This contest at the bottom, then first leg of the semi-final in the Coca-Cola Cup, and then round 5 of the FA Cup. Salako is onside, and that's a very good claim. At a certain cost to himself, but he timed the move. Salako was level with Steve Morgan as the judgment of the linesman, and Grizovic claimed it well and got a knock in the face. Flynn. And Love. Hits it well, but just wide. Really sized up the shot, but didn't quite get the accuracy. Struck cleanly, but the wrong side of the post from his point of view. Salako just onside. Second run into the match. He's wide. And he's wide because Grizovic got a touch to it. Crowd was shouting goal. Again, it was Morgan who played Salako onside, and it was deflected by Grizovic for the corner. Darry's come to collect if he can. And he wins the corner from his industry. And we've lost the ball into the building site. Somebody trying to return the ball from behind the building site as the corner comes in, and a good flick, head up. but well taken. Darren Patterson met it well. Salako runs on. Ndar forward. Dowie. Southgate. Ndar. Again unaware of what was around him. Wish to be too critical of the young man, but Pitcher was just to his left with a far better chance of getting a strike on goal. It's all over the place here for a moment. Southgate got the ricochet, and Pitcher is just to there he is in our picture. On by Dublin. Jones and Love just to his left. Early cross handball. Well, not given. Certainly looked as though that struck the hand of Patterson. And Love's cross. On by Priest, and Dowie was pulled. Referee shakes his head. Dowie goes to look to the linesman, and Mr. Boddenham was in the best possible place to see that and called that evens. Played in. Good flick on. Well, there was a hand-off initially by Dowie. Long ball down the middle again, and it's come through to Kobe Jones, who scores! Quick break to the other end after an appeal for a penalty had been turned down. Breakaway by Coventry. Bounced away from Shaw, and Kobe Jones swung and found the corner. 74 minutes, Coventry City lead. He's had a fruitful afternoon, always chasing the long clearances, and eventually found one that now divides the sides. That's a foul by Dublin. Well, I can only think that was the curl of the ball, but it was rather steady for Dublin to say anything. Dean Gordon, who is the penalty taker, might well fancy having a crack from here. And he does. Got deflected. Salako hit it well. Five minutes left for Alan Smith's side. Love could be in. He's got support at the back of the box. This is Dublin, and that is two, absolutely precisely. What a good finish by Dion Dublin. And Coventry City have surely ended their desperate run. Dublin is on the edge of the picture here, and so confident, the side foot into the corner. Excellent goal by the big fellow, laid on by the Zimbabwean. And Coventry City's long run comes to an end. The goals by Kobe Jones and Dion Dublin with a very precise finish. As far as the Palace team and their fans are concerned, it all turned on the penalty incident, which immediately led to a goal at the other end.